What a handsome logo this one is. Same thing we can find on this knife here, there. Yep, this is my Hinderer XM-18 3 inches version, and I've got a couple of these to show for this video. Hey everyone, Claymore here again, and I'd like to show you my very modest collection of Hinderer knives. Actually, it's just one model, and it's the XM-18 3 inches. Back then, when I was starting to collect production knives, I was buying just one model for each brand. This is the one that caught my attention. This is the XM-18 3 inches with the Harpoon Tanto blade configuration. Very interesting looks on this one. This one's got an S35 VN blade steel. I don't know what exactly to call this blade finish. Some kind of a bead blast, sand blast, I don't know. Light gray G10 scales on the display side. Titanium scales on the clip side, frame lock. I anodized the clip and this, I don't know what you call this one, the one that fills the slot for the clip. I anodized them blue, and I also anodized this liner. Interesting, beautiful looking blade, and it's very comfortable. So when this thing arrived, I had a very high expectation because of the price tag, and then lo and behold, it's dull as hell, and I was really having a hard time getting it to the sharpness that I desire. Now, to make matters worse, the detent is so weak that if you don't fully commit, it will fail. You have to flick it with enough force to fully open it. Yeah, if you compare it with, say, a mini cut jack, this is just a pleasure to flick. So for the price tag, this one beats this when it comes to action. I'd rather use the thumb stud to flick it open. I have adjusted the tightness on the pivot, and it improved a little bit. So there, that's my first Hinderer XM-18. A really handsome knife, actually. So this is the next one that I got. I think this is a generation 2. It's got a sterile blade. It's a slicer profile. Natural G10 scales. I got a few here. See that? These are Blade HQ exclusives, but if you compare the G10 scales on the Hinderer, this one's got a more green hue to it compared to these two. So yeah, I'm a sucker for Jade G10 scales. So this one, I got this second hand. This has been pimped already. The clip and this thing here has been anodized, including the liner and the barrel spacer, with some kind of an electric green. This one's got better action, actually. So there's my slicer. Next up is this handsome blue thing. Ta-da! It's Warcliff, and this is probably my favorite blade profile among the XM-18 models. Nothing has been touched on this clip side. Also S35VN blade steel. Awesome Smurf thing. I also love this shade of blue. In fact, I have also a couple of blue things here to compare it with. There, that's a Benchmade 940-2002, and this is the Bento Box exclusive Spyderco Paramilitary 2, also in Smurf blue. Interesting Smurf blue. So this one's got the best action so far. Strong detent. Yeah, this one's perfect. Thing though is that the flipper is kind of a pointy. It buries to your index finger. Oh man, the Warcliff. I love the Warcliff. So here's my Smurf blue Warcliff. Sweet looking knife. And then finally I got this vintage series XM-18 3 inches with a Spearpoint blade. Look how handsome this one is. Walnut grip scales, bronze hardware and thumb stud. It's got an 01 tool steel. I have no idea what the hell that is. I have no experience on 01 tool steel. The frame lock scale is anodized with battle green, including the clip and this thing filler here. Liner too. That's a totally awesome looking blade. Look at that. I think I've carried this one just once. I really love the ergonomics of the XM-18. A little discomfort on this one because it kind of curves back, so it hits my index finger a little bit, but it's not too bad. Some guys don't like the choil, so they prefer the no choil XM-18. Me, I like the choil. You can utilize it if you want to have a more detailed cutting. So there's my vintage XM-18 Spearpoint. So there's my 4 horses in 4 different blade configuration: Slicer, Warcliff, Harpoon Tanto, and Spearpoint. I don't know if I'm gonna add another one. Well, hey, they have released the Skinner in 3 inches, and it is available in red G10 scale. So who knows, I might get one. Whew, this vice is really taking a toll on my pocket. But then we are crazy collectors, knife nuts, so we pay the price, baby. So that will be all about my Hinderer XM-18. Keep safe, everyone. Till next time, brothers.